All right, another most important pillars in our nations. I have been speaking about religious and nations, and the third pillar, which is very important, is the monarchies or the king or the royal family, whatever by many name, but let's say the king. So king institutions is very important to Thailand since the ancient world. We pay a lot of respect eh, to the king. Every kings, since the ancient world and until today. It is it is the Thai people perception toward the king and the king family since the ancient world until today, since 400 years ago or 800 years ago until today, is we can see that we worship, we trust and we believe in the king, in his capability to do the good thing for people, in his capability to protect the nation from enemy. We believe that the king is able to develop the country, or in the worst case scenario, for example, in Malaysia, during the last elections, there is something like after the election, nobody, there is no any single party is able to form the government. So the king need to interfere according to the law. Of course, the king cannot do anything. There are the law and the rule for each organizations. Even the royal family, they have the rule for themselves. How to do things and or how to proceed each kind of activities since many hundreds of years ago. In Malaysia, from the example from the last elections, Anwar Ibrahim is the prime minister, right? But after the elections day, nobody, there no any single party to hold enough seats to form government. So the king used his power based on the rule of law to interfere. So he appointed Anwar Ibrahim to be a person who has privilege to form the government. So in Thailand also, we believe that the king is able to solve the problem. But what happened today to the king institutions is, it seems like people doesn't pay respect enough, or they try to use the king institutions to be the issue, to be the point, or to be the issues for the people, in the country. For some bad people, they use the king, to ignite the conflict, to provoke the conflict among people among people in the nation. So I think the king institutions, looking back, I think more than a decade ago, I think king institutions had been attacked many times on variety of issues. You know what? I think king is very important to our nations, and we cannot refuse that. We cannot defeat that at all. So we need to maintain, we need to make sure that the king institutions stay strong for the country, for the sake of the people, for the sake of populations, and for the sake of the country. I believe, I believe when there are a lot of problem, big problem, there are separations among the populations in the country. The credits of the king, the power of the royal family, the power of the king, the trust that people place on the king family will be able to fix the problem for the futures to come. But what happened today, from what I see, people didn't know, you know, didn't know how to pay respect to the royal family, because the modern populations today, they are different from the people, from our parents, from our great grandparents. And they not every young people, okay, in not every young people in this generation, no, I mean some group of people. So what I am going to say, if there are something important, please don't touch it, do not destroy them. Whatever religious, nations, king institution, let it be there, do not touch it. Okay, when you start, whatever you do, particularly you ad hoc politicians, whatever you do and you get involved and you get the nations, the benefit, you get the nation, I mean the people already include in the nations. If you involve the nation, if you involve the religious, if you involve the king to your problem, you are going to destroy this country eventually. So stop. If you want to fight, you are able to use, whatever you have. Maybe you can use attorney, which I think you use a lot of lawyer and attorney attack to each other. I think we don't have enough space of a justice system for the ordinary people, because of all of the rich people who stay with the rich politicians or national politicians. They hire all of the lawyer and attorney to work for them. It's ridiculous, idiots. So if you want to fight, you go somewhere else, or you are able to stay in the country, but do not get involved with religious, nations, and king family. Please. People is suffer enough. From whatever reason, people is suffer enough. Thank you very much.